So when I see some horrible racist act in the news like we've been seeing recently, yes, it makes me want to double down on my anti-racism efforts, but also it's very triggering for my mental health. And for us to do this work in a way that is sustainable, we have to take care of ourselves. And so if I am going through a hard time, if something is making me feel like I'm just at capacity, all right? I'm at capacity. You know when you're brimming over and it's just like it's just really tough. What I need when I'm brimming over is I need someone that will just hold space for me to feel what I'm feeling. And so if I were to come to you and say, this thing happened and I'm having a hard time, or, I was in this meeting and I was sharing an idea and I got laughed at and I'm brimming over, it's bothering me a lot. What I need is just someone to hold space for me to feel that. I don't even need like a brilliant solution. I just need someone to hold space for me to feel that because I'm brimming over. Look at this. And holding space for someone that is rooted in empathy. And I don't know why we call things like empathy, things like emotional intelligence. I don't know why we refer to that as soft skills because it's actually really tough work. And it is essential for anyone that works with people to have this skill of listening with empathy. So let's talk a little bit about listening with empathy. Listening with empathy means listening without minimizing. Why would that bother you that much? Like, why are you like so upset about that? It's minimizing is like the opposite of empathy. To have empathy, you have to feel what I'm feeling. You got to put yourself in my shoes. You've got to take my perspective and just hold space for me to feel that. And giving advice is another example of something that's not what I need when I'm brimming over. Can you see, like, when I'm brimming over, I don't have room for you to like give me advice right now. Is there a time to give advice? Of course. When I'm brimming over, not the right time. Centering yourself. You think that's bad? You know what happened to me? What I went through one time, it's like, oh, hey, I love hearing about someone else's experience. It's wonderful when we can share it back and forth. When I'm brimming over and I'm trying to process something, for you to start centering yourself and talk about how that makes you upset or makes you uncomfortable, or you want to censor me and what I'm saying, or you want to talk about in this moment, nah, nah, B. Nah, B, not right now. Not right now. No, no, no. And the last one I have is gaslighting. Oh, can we talk about gaslighting? So, when I was 17 years old, I got pulled over by a police officer who told me that he pulled me over to see if I had stolen the car. And it was so humiliating and it made me so upset. And I just didn't know how to process it. And so I shared this story with a person, and this person totally gaslit me. And they told me, oh, he didn't pull you over because you're black. He might have done that to anyone. You might have been a middle-aged white woman and he still would have done that. That happens to everybody. That's not a racial thing. Don't make this racial. And he totally denied my reality, and I'm trying to process it, and it was like re-traumatizing, and it just made me so much more upset. So don't talk someone out of their experience. Don't deny their reality. And so when someone is brimming over, what they need is a response like this. And if you're taking notes, please write this down. When someone shares how hard a situation was, sometimes the best thing you can say is, oh, I'm going to say that again. Best response. Don't minimize, don't give advice, don't center yourself, don't gaslight. Just say something along the lines of, oh, because what we need when we're going through a tough time, I love what Brene Brown says. She says, a response isn't what helps. What helps is connection. That's empathy. I hold space for you. I feel what you're feeling. I take your perspective. And all of a sudden, I feel like I'm not carrying this weight on my own. All of a sudden, I feel like, oh, I have more capacity now because someone else is with me in this. And if we are going to do this work as leaders, as colleagues, if we're going to do this work, we need to begin with empathy.